Today I wanted to talk about a couple of things in relation to true crime, a few documentaries that I've watched recently, a few of my favourite documentaries that I've watched in the past. Now, all of these won't be serial killer documentaries. Some of them will be serial killers, some of them will be just true crime stories that have been popularised in the media and got a lot of coverage. I also want to discuss one or two true crime TV shows. The quality up on Netflix in the past couple of years has been great in terms of true crime shows. So there's one or two shows in particular that I always go back and watch when I'm in the mood for true crime. So I want to discuss them on this podcast. The first thing I want to discuss on today's episode is the documentary entitled Night Stalker. It focuses around the true life crimes and heinous acts of Richard Ramirez. He was dubbed the Night Stalker for his crimes. He was a home invader who was a murderer and a rapist, and he also had counts of kidnapping as well. He committed all his heinous acts and his murders across Los Angeles and was eventually caught in the end. This documentary kind of follows the investigation leading to his arrest. I remember the night I watched it with Leanne. It was around November of last year, I think. It must have been because it was snowing the night we watched it. And I remember that in particular because that night when we were watching it, we were so on edge. Because they're talking about home invasions. You know, we're living in our house and it's noisy at night. You know how there's little creaks at night in the house. And I don't know if you have this like in your house when you're just upstairs in bed and you hear a crick or a crack downstairs and you're thinking, oh, what's that? Did I lock the door? Are the doors locked? Are the windows open? What's happening? You know, so that night we were particularly on edge. It's not like we don't live in a safe place, like the place we live is particularly safe, like it's sound. But because it was snowing out as well, there was a lot of people going for walks, so you could hear a crunch outside, you know, whenever someone was walking by. So that made us on edge too. I remember when we finished the documentary, we had to go outside just to look for ourselves to make sure no one was around, which was awful funny. Yeah, this documentary is so good. Hi guys, hope you all enjoyed this short highlight clip. If you did and you want to check out my full episodes, you can always check out my podcast Finding Yourself up on Anchor FM and Spotify. The links are available in the description. Thanks for listening.